Hi, my name is Monika and today I'm going to show you how to make naleśniki. Naleśniki are crepes. It is very simple. It's going to probably yield 10 naleśniki. So what you need something to mix your ingredients in. You can use your handheld mixer or maybe just whisk to mix all the ingredients. And what you need 2 eggs, 1 cup of milk, half a cup of water or sparkling water if you want to have a little bit fluffier butter. You will need pinch of salt, maybe 2 tablespoons of olive oil or cooking oil, and that is basically all you need for naleśniki. Plus flour. We need flour, 1 cup and half to have the 10 naleśniki. So let me start measuring. I will start with flour and 1 cup and half. So I have 1 cup, measuring cup. Nice. And then half a cup. So I am not going to try to make half a cup in 1 cup. I'm just going to use half a cup. Measuring cup. Okay, now I am all white, all in the flour. That's fine. Then milk. We need cup of milk. So again, measuring 1 cup of milk. You can use fat-free milk, you can use whole milk. I have 2% milk here, so any kind of milk is going to work just fine for your naleśniki. And then, before I add water, I'm going to add eggs and salt. Try to mix it, and then at the end I'm going to add half a cup of water. So it's going to be easier to get rid of all the kind of bigger chunks of flour that is sometimes not easy to mix. Okay, so 2 eggs, pinch of salt. I usually add a little bit of salt at the beginning. Later, after I mix, I will just dab my finger and taste it. That's how I know if I need more salt or not. And let me start mixing. So I do use handheld mixer. I hope it's not going to be too loud. Okay, slow. But yeah, the butter, the best if the consistency is like, smooth, there are no bigger chunks of flour. Because when we're going to fry them on the pan, we want them looking nice and, again, smooth. So all the flour. I'm trying to incorporate every single bit of the flour so it's not going to stay dry on the walls of my bowl. I hope it's not too loud. Okay, almost done. Okay, now I'm ready to add some water and then mix for a few seconds more. Okay, I'm afraid that mixer is going to escape from me. And we need 1/2 cup of water. So, there you go. Water is in, and again mixing. So let me try to remove all the dry flour from the sides of the bowl before I turn on the mixer, and then, okay, yeah, we should be fine now. Hopefully it's not going to splash all over. Nice and easy. Okay, and do not forget about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. Where is my oil? I have, well, how do I measure 2 spoons? Okay, I'm going to eyeball it. But approximately 2 spoons of oil, and mix again. Just for a few seconds. Okay, now I have to try if I have enough salt. So let me see. Okay, I need more. Just dab more. It's like with your spaghetti or pasta. Whenever you're cooking your spaghetti or pasta, the water, it has to be salty enough so the pasta is going to have that ideal content of salt. After you stop cooking, yeah, when you drain the water, it's too late to add salt because it's not going to. Okay, now it's good. Perfect. So we're going to fry the naleśniki on the pan. Okay. And for the first crepe, I'm going to pour a little bit of cooking oil on the frying pan so it's not going to stick. The best frying pan is the non-stick frying pan, but if you don't have one, that's fine. Just heat it nicely before the first naleśnik, and then it's going to be fine. Okay, so I am going to heat the pan. Okay, medium heat probably is the best, so they are not burned. Sometimes when I make naleśniki, I like them a little bit crispy on the sides. It depends what I'm making. So if I'm going to eat naleśniki by themselves with maybe some fruit, then I like them a little bit crispy on the side. So then I, control the heat of the pan by the type of naleśniki I want. So if I want to make something else from the naleśniki, like maybe some dish for dinner, we have something that is called croquette, for example, that is filled with maybe mushroom or sauerkraut inside. So then I want my naleśniki lighter and not crispy at all. So it depends what I am going to use naleśniki for. That's how I judge how much of heat they need. Okay, just dab of oil for the first pancake, and the rest they will fry nicely without addition of any oil, because we added oil for in the butter, so we don't need more. Okay, let's see, maybe it's already ready. So 1 drop is going to tell me if the pan is ready for my naleśniki. Almost. So a little bit longer on the heat. Maybe I will increase the heat for the first naleśnik. And should be good now. Yes. Oh, fantastic. So how much of the butter It depends how big is your frying pan. And yes, for the naleśniki, it's slightly different than pancakes, because pancake is a little bit thicker butter, and then the pancake is going to stay like in the middle of your frying pan. You don't have to spread it. But with naleśniki, you want to spread it all over the bottom of your frying pan, so you have nice and big but thin naleśnik. And again, the first naleśnik sometimes, you know, it's like testing. So the first naleśnik doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes they will rip. Oh, and yeah, I see already that the first naleśnik is more brown on one side than on the other one. Maybe I need to adjust the frying pan on the heat. Yes, maybe I have it skewed to one side more than the other. Okay, now I need to find some plate to collect them. So give me just one moment, I will find. Okay, so the first naleśnik is ready and is perfect on both sides, looks fantastic. But now the second one, no oil. If you want, you can still add a dab of oil, but in my opinion you don't have to. If you have good non-stick frying pan, then I wouldn't add any oil. And yeah, not enough. We're going to add some. Yeah, that's the fun with naleśniki. Even well, 7 years old, 8 years old, they can help you with naleśniki. It's not hard. The butter itself is very easy, and frying also. If you have, like I said, maybe 8 years old, you can just supervise, and they're going to be very, very successful with naleśniki. I have to tell you, it's the best breakfast item for kids. They can eat it without anything, with a little maybe powdered sugar. That's how we ate at home back in Poland. Regular sugar as well, or fruits. If you have seasonal fruits, you can just cut them in smaller chunks and eat your naleśniki with fruits. Another way to enjoy naleśniki is with jam. That was the fastest way to have something sweet and fruity. So we would have naleśniki with jam probably every second day at home growing up. And yeah, before school, if mom was busy, the older sibling probably, or the oldest sibling, would get up and make naleśniki for the all kids at home. Or maybe not, only for himself or herself, if they don't want to share. But yeah, that is very popular breakfast in Poland. Naleśniki with little jam, or like I said, only sugar maybe. If you have whipped cream, also great with fruits and whipped cream. Other than that, you can make naleśniki and then use some filling of, like I mentioned at the beginning, with mushroom or sauerkraut and mushroom, sometimes even with meat and different type of mixture like meat and vegetables, and then have them for dinner or supper. And as you see, they are not brown, but on one side I see again is more brown than on the other side, but that's perfect. It is just fine. As long as they are not totally white, and as long as they are not too brown, I'm going to love them. So I have my heat at like medium heat, and they are just perfect. And yeah, this is maybe the hardest part, to pour the butter and then flip it, but it is doable. No problem. If you have good spatula, also non-stick spatula, that helps. And if they sometimes doesn't want to move from the pan, you just have to give them some notch, like on one side, on the other side, and then shake the frying pan, and they will finally, you know, stop sticking to the frying pan, and then you can flip it. Voila! They are super easy, and you're going to enjoy making them. Maybe not every day, but maybe once a week for maybe Sunday breakfast. It's delicious. Delicious breakfast with naleśniki instead of pancakes. You know, sometimes they are going to taste very similar, but they look different. They look different. So something for special occasions, maybe. Okay. I am not counting them, so I don't know how many I'm going to get. But yeah, again, I'm thinking maybe 10, but it depends how big is your frying pan and how much of the butter you're going to pour on each naleśnik. The thinner the better. If you sometimes think that your butter is too thick or not thick enough, you can also either add more milk or water to have them thinner, or more flour, and then, you know, just play with it. So yeah, you cannot ruin anything. This is they always come out fantastic. And usually the first side, when you pour the naleśnik, takes maybe twice as long, and the second side, when you flip them, is like few seconds, and they are ready to be removed from the frying pan. Okay, I think I will have one more, maybe one more, or maybe 1.5. The last one usually is smaller than the others, but that's okay. We will eat it anyway. That's not a problem at all. Okay, now I have some even butter on the pancake, not pancake, naleśnik, but it's okay. Okay, so yeah, when they start move on the frying pan, I am ready to flip, and yeah, and they are ready as well. So again, to recap, the first naleśnik is probably the more problematic than the rest, because if you don't heat your frying pan to the temperature the naleśnik needs to be fried, sometimes they will break or rip in half when you try to flip them. But after the first one, everything should go smooth and no problems. And you can eat them warm or cold, it doesn't matter. Okay, I may have enough for the one whole one. Maybe there is more. Yeah, a lot of shaking in here. Okay, I should have enough. Yay! So the last one is going to be full naleśnik as well. And I will count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this time I have 7. Last time I had 10 from the same the same recipe, so I don't know, probably I pour more than last time on each naleśnik. It's okay. I'm happy with 7. I won't be able to eat 7 myself anyway. I will have to share with somebody. Okay, so that's the last naleśnik. They look fantastic. And I think you are ready, so I'm going to turn off the heat. And yep, you are ready. Okay, so that is super fast, super easy. I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes maximum. And your naleśniki are ready. If you maybe have 2 or 3 people at home, that's probably perfect recipe for 2 or 3 people. And add some fruit or add some sugar, or maybe fruit, sugar, and maybe whipped cream, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it. So again, naleśniki, crepes, and I will try to maybe save them for the, well, dinner or supper instead of breakfast as a sweet item. So again, crepes, enjoy guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.